employee journalist at General Motors, and I am here with Mr. Brian Goebel of Communications. Brian, it's Navy Week. Why is this so important to the rich history and culture at GM? And tell us a little bit about some of the events. I see fantastic ships, I see ride and drive events, and I see our military discount is everywhere. Tell us a little bit about the event and the coordination and GM's role in it.
Sure thing. Support the military has been something that we at General Motors have done for almost our entire existence. So it spans the better part of a century, which is significant to us. It's really part of who we are, and I mean that very literally in the sense that we've got 5,000 employees today that are veterans. That's today, almost 50,000 through our history. So giving back to the military is something that's very important to us. Back in World War II, we shut down all of our plants for 100% wartime production. We're the largest commercial provider of military vehicles in history, so not just materials, but nowadays we're really focused on helping the service members themselves and their families. So we do things like support for cell phones for soldiers. We support the Army-Navy game. We support the Achilles Freedom Team of wounded veterans. So it's really part of who we are at General Motors, and it's very important to us. So when we heard the Navy was coming to town in Detroit, we said, hey, let's be part of this in a big way. And so as you mentioned, our military discount team really got involved. Really awesome window cleaning on the Winter Garden. Here we see some of our great products that we're making available to all the service members who are here as part of the Navy ships, but also all the people of Detroit. Come on down and check out these vehicles. And as you mentioned, the ships are really the highlights of what you see down here on the Niagara, the tall ship, a replica of a ship that actually fought during the War of 1812. And you got the USS Hurricane, a Navy patrol ship, and then the USS DeWitt, a Navy frigate, which is down a bit further, but they've got free shuttles to take everybody around and check out all the things going on.
Excellent. So how long has GM had this partnership where, I know this is the first time we had an event this big, but we're doing a lot of different aspects of our work with the military. So it's not just this event. What's next? Some of the things that we have coming up for our partnership.
Well, we're looking forward to completing this week, and actually one other thing on this week, on Saturday, we've got country artist Daryl Worley coming in that our military discount team set up. So that'll be a great free concert for the people of Detroit. And then later this year, I mentioned the Army-Navy game. This will be our 3rd year of sponsoring the Army-Navy game. And we typically do something really cool there each year. And we've got another great announcement this year that's in line with our support of the Freedom Team of Wounded Veterans and hand cycles that they use to compete in races. And we're doing a lot of work to make things better for them. So we've got a pretty cool announcement coming up there in Army-Navy this year.
Excellent.
And by the way, we do have the best military discount of any car company, and we offer that to all of our active and reserved military, and in addition to retired. So I've seen a lot of retired military folks out here today, and it's great that we can let them know that they're eligible for the discount as well. And we support the military in a number of ways by sponsoring events on bases and helping out a couple of different military charities. And we are giving away a Camaro this year. So we've asked our military members to go online and register at gmmilitaryDiscount.com, and the sweepstakes ends September 14th. We'll be drawing a winner, and we will be awarding them a brand new Camaro convertible.
Now, Linda, tell us how many people thus far have signed up online to win the sweepstakes.
We have about between 25 and 30,000 that have signed up so far, but yet we expect a pretty large run-in here the last couple of weeks. We have some ads in some of the military publications, so we're hoping to get that even higher.
Okay, so they don't have to come to a fantastic ride and drive event like this. They can just do it online and register active duty. They must be active duty.
Active, reserve, or retired.
Reserve or retired.
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your support and of the United States military.
Yeah, basically the ship's important to our history because it played a leading role in winning the Battle of Lake Erie back in 1813. And that was a big deal for America because at the time the British Navy was the powerhouse of all of the world as far as fighting forces. And during the Battle of Lake Erie, the Americans actually triumphed in that battle. So it's important in American history that way. This is a 4th time reconstruction of the ship. So there's very few original wooden pieces, but enough to where we can call it a reconstruction as opposed to a replica. So this ship is actually pretty fascinating that we have that history with it as well, that it's a continuation through almost 200 years now with American history. This is also a special ship because we kept it so traditionally rigged, and it takes a lot of manpower to operate it. It's really nice with Navy Week here that we get to bring 200 years of naval history together with all of the modern ships and all of these fine Navy sailors that we have with us, so that we can really appreciate all aspects of American naval history.
We're also very proactive in taking care of our Guard and Reserve employees, both hourly and salaried. And matter of fact, we won the Secretary of Defense Employer Support for the Guard and Reserve Freedom Award in 2007 for that support. General Motors pays the difference between the GM salary and the military salary. That's the base pays, and maintains insurance and other benefits, seniority, while our members are deployed. We've had over 200 employees recalled to active duty since 9/11.
Okay, great. And now lastly, tell us just a little bit about the Veterans Affinity Group, its importance, its role this week in this event, and how you as the president have been leading the group forward.
Well, the Veterans Affinity Group is composed of over 3,000 General Motors veterans. Of course, we don't have not quite that many are that active, so if you're watching this and you're a veteran, get active. The Veterans Affinity Group has been involved with the War of 1812 celebration from the very initial planning stages back in January. We have volunteers down here helping out at the various events, helping out with the ride and drive, helping out with the STEM displays and the military discount displays. We have some volunteers there as well. Not as many as I would have hoped for, but we're down here doing our share.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Why did you decide to join the military and serve our country?
Oh, it was, well, a long time ago, but it was the right thing to do. I was a gunner's mate aboard the Josephus Daniels CG-27. Did 2 med cruise tours aboard her. I was on board 3 years, 8 months. And then I went to active reserves for 2 years and then became a civilian.
Absolutely. Well, first I want to let you know that we appreciate your commitment and service to the United States military. And then lastly, we appreciate you coming back and being part of the GM team where we design and build and sell the world's best vehicles. Thank you.